I'm Cassidy Gaylor, the coach of Ringgold High School Girls basketball. I have Jersey Ray Loy, she's a sophomore, Ava Mariakis, a junior, and Keely Mountjoy, a sophomore.
That's awesome. Well, Coach Gaylor, my name is David Humphreys. I'm with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Welcome. Would you take just a moment here and speak about this upcoming season, kind of some of the preseason prep, and then your expectation with your season as it progresses, please?
So this is my second season as the head coach of Ringgold. So this off season has been different for us than last year, given we actually had something to go off of and to build on. So our preseason, we've been actually working on some things that we knew we needed to work on from last year, which has been helpful. We did a lot of playing in a fall league, and we played a lot this summer. We're young as a group. Obviously, I have sophomores and a junior here with me today, so inexperience is going to be something that we are dealing with, but we did have some younger people play last year, a lot of minutes, so we're excited about that and bringing them back. We have high expectations for this season, but we also know we are in a very, very competitive region, so we're excited to see what the season brings for us.
What's been the biggest difference now they're starting your second year as a high school coach as opposed to your first year as a high school coach? Obviously, you know a little bit more about the high school game now than you did the year before, but what's been the biggest change for you going into this season?
I think just feeling prepared. Last year there was a lot of questions coming from coaching middle school. It was a little culture shock of how much I needed to prepare for every game, film and just a quick turnaround from game to game. But this season I definitely feel like I know what to expect a little bit more coming into year two, and just being able to have a relationship with the girls that I was still working on building last year. So I think we all have a level of comfortability this year going into year two that we were working on last year at this time.
Jersey, I'll start with you, and we'll just go down the line here. You were one of those kids that came in here last year as a freshman and really made a mark early. And like you said, you guys are going to be young again, but you were one of the some ones that had a lot of experience last year. So what's it going to be like this year, and actually going to be kind of a leader for this team as a sophomore?
This year I feel like it's going to be a big step up for me as a leader, and I feel like I've been working on the off season, so it's going to be a big step on skill wise.
Yeah. Ava, what about you?
For me, I just feel like just being a leader, stepping up from where I was last season, I feel like that just entails talking more, having more confidence, and having confidence in what I've done in the off season, and just trusting that I have coaches around me, and I have these girls right here who really believe in me, and that's all I need.
I'm going to kind of follow off what Ava said. We were kind of in the same spot last year. I think we've all been working so hard during the off season just to be leaders and get the girls' respect for us, because me and Jersey, we are sophomores, so it's kind of hard to get some of their respect, but we're working and being consistent, and it's really paying off.
Coach, let me ask you, this team obviously predicated on defense. You have been since day one. How do you get a little more offense into the game this year? Obviously, you're still going to play defense, but where's the offense going to come from?
That's a good question. Yeah, we're definitely a defense-first mindset as coaches. For me as a coach, defense wins championships. Offense has always been the second priority, which we are going to have to work on this year. We lost some seniors that provided points for us last year, so trying to fill those roles. And that's been a huge emphasis this summer. In the fall is our offense and trying to push the tempo. We don't have a lot of size, so offensively, we're going to look to push the ball and try to score in transition. We do have some really good shooters, some sitting on the table with me right now. So just playing fast, trying to get shots up, and pushing the tempo offensively is how we're going to try to score the ball. And you know me, we're not going to abandon the press. So hopefully turning defense into offense.
Yeah. And talk about the new region. There's a lot of teams you're real familiar with. You've played them the last couple of years as region opponents, and you're bringing in some people, from the outside that you might have only seen once or twice here and there. It looks like it's going to be pretty deep.
Yeah, the region's going to be tough. It's going to be very competitive. We know that. We knew that going in, but I think last year people counted us out, from the jump as being a middle of the pack, average or below average team, and we ended up playing for the region championship. So, we're no stranger to the doubt. We know it's going to be a challenge, but these three specifically have worked incredibly hard since the season ended last year. So I have confidence that we can compete even with the best, and hopefully even prepare us for a playoff run playing with this competitive level.
More of a target on your back this year? Do you feel it now that you did make the region championship last year and people know you were a young team?
I think so. I think it's definitely going to be a factor. I think we shocked a lot of people with being able to compete for a region championship last year. So I fully expect people to have that target a little bit, but also still a little bit of the overlooking us, which I like. I like the challenge of feeling that way. So, and I hope it's inspiring to them too. So,
what do you think the strength of this team is going to be, or what could it be by the time January rolls around? We're really into the meat of the region schedule.
I think the strength is just they work. I think that this was true last year, and it will be true this year, that nobody will play harder than they do. Even on the games that we lose, they're going to play hard, and they're going to give it their best, and they're going to hold each other accountable to play to the standard where we're just going to play really, really hard. And I know that'll be the strength.
Yeah. All right, girls, real quick, each one of you, what's the best part of playing basketball at Ringgold?
Definitely getting to be around my teammates and, I don't know, just getting to work constantly up and down the court.
I'll go off of that. Like, just being with these girls, I'm literally with them every day, 24 hours a day. And just competing with them, like, we can go and we can have a tiff and we can fight it out. And then 2 seconds later, we're talking about meeting up later or talking about something that happened in the day. Like, we're best friends, and that's the best thing, is just playing with your best friends. So.
I think one of the best things is just getting to know everyone outside of basketball. I think we all have a relationship with every single one of the girls outside of basketball, also with the coaches. They really take time getting to know us all individually, like just as a person, not just as a basketball player.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck this year, ladies. Have a great season, and we'll be looking forward to keeping up with you.